Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
What's going on with the PS5 price hike? It's no secret that Sony has been making some tough decisions to keep up with the economic environment, but a $40 increase for the digital edition in the UK and €50 more across Europe is just ridiculous. According to a recent blog post from Sony, they've had to raise the recommended retail price of the PS5 console due to high inflation and fluctuating exchange rates. And while that sounds like a reasonable explanation, it doesn't necessarily make it okay for gamers who are already feeling the pinch. Let's take a closer look at what we can expect in these regions. In the UK, the new price for the PS5 Digital Edition is £429.99, which is up from its launch price of £389.99. That's an increase of 40 quid. And if that wasn't bad enough, the separate disk drive, which some gamers might actually want, has been reduced from £99.99 to £69.99. But what really takes the cake is that Sony hasn't given us any explanation for why they're doing this now, 5 years after the console's launch. It seems like a classic case of price gouging, where Sony is taking advantage of gamers who are already committed to their platform. And let's not forget that the USA isn't being affected by these price hikes, despite some pretty hefty import tariffs. In fact, one fan on Reddit put it perfectly: it's greed across the board. Another gamer pointed out that this new policy feels like Sony is essentially making everyone else pay for US tariffs, so they don't have to charge Americans as much. It's a pretty cynical move, and it's clear that gamers are not happy about it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the PS5 Pro? Didn't that cost £700 at launch? Yeah, that was a mess too. But at least then, Sony had the decency to give us some warning before we dropped that kind of cash on a console. Anyway, it's clear that Sony is trying to make a buck off of gamers who are already loyal to their platform. And let me tell you, it's not exactly going over well with fans across Europe and beyond. So there you have it, the PS5 price hike explained in all its glory. If you're feeling like you've been ripped off by Sony, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below.